Welcome to another tutorial on MATLAB Tech. So in this particular tutorial, we will be looking into the programming board, which is basically called Arduino Uno board, okay, which you can see over here. And we do also have some basic understanding which we need to have. So for this, maybe we need to have some basic understanding related to the hardware so that you can go through the tutorial in a smoother way, right? So if you see, we do have a microcontroller, which is this one. Okay, this is the microcontroller, which is basically the heart of the Arduino board, and through this you do dump all your programs inside the board. And how this board connects receives any input, or how the board gives the output. So it has multiple pins, which you are able to see on this side, right? So those pins, you will be able to see that those pins are connected to here, and on this side those pins are connected here. Okay, so we need to understand what is the major components that are there for a programming perspective. We do not need to understand everything about the Arduino, but whichever will be applicable to us, we need to know it certainly, so that we can operate the board in a proper way. Okay, so coming to the first part, we seen the microcontroller is this one. Second is the power supply. So if you see over here, you do have two types of power supply. So the first one is the basic power supply. So once you do the programming in the board, right? So once it is done, if you want to run the board independently of your computer, right, it do not need to receive the power from your computer, but it runs independently. At that moment you need this part. And suppose you are programming and the board, then you need this pin, which is basically operating with the help of this USB protocol, and through that you are basically managing to dump all your programs inside the microcontroller. Okay, so this is all about the power supply pin that you have, and then you need to have some programming pins. So programming pin is this one, which is the Arduino USB protocol part. So you will write your program and send all these programs through this port, and you will be receiving it inside the board in the form, in the EEPROM that the board has. Okay, then coming to the analog pins. So if you can see over here, we do have analog pins from A0 to A5, and these mostly operates while receiving or writing continuous value in and out of Arduino board. So these will be continuous form of voltage and current, which you will be sending out or receiving in the board. Okay, so we do also have some power supply. So if you check here, there will be some power supply connections. So one is V in. This you can use to receive a voltage. This is the ground part, and you do have two grounds, and then you have 5-volt output pin, and you will have 3.3-volt output pin. So these will provide the power supply, and this will receive the in voltage from any outside. Okay, and you do also have um, along with that, you do also have digital pins. So if you see, there are two types of digital pins you have in the board. So the first one is normal digital pin. If you are able to see only numbers over this place, right? So those are all the digital pins, but along with that you are also able to see some wavy lines, right? So these wavy lines represents, this can operate as a PWM operator. So it can either send or receive the output or input based on the requirement which you set in your program. So that is how you can operate these things. And along with that, you also have a reset button. Suppose if you do program your board and then you want to reset the program, you want to erase the program, then you need to press this button, and then you will be able to reset the board, and then you can reprogram the board again. So that is about the reset button. And along with that, we do also have TX and RX pin. So here you can see you have a TX and RX pin, which you can use to operate Bluetooth devices. So these will be mostly used for serial communication, where TX represents the transmission of the data, and RX represent the reception of the data inside the board. Okay, and along with that, you do also have a serial SPI communication protocol board protocol pins. So these are the two SPI communication protocol pins which you can use to communicate with other devices. Now the main question comes, like, how you will know that programming is done in the board. So the main thing is, like, once you dump any program, there is a LED light over here which is related to the pin 13. So that will get activated, and with that it will start blinking, and once the programming is done, it will stop the blinking part. So that is how you will be able to know whether the programming is done in the board or not. So yeah, this is all about the introduction to the hardware components that we need to know before we start the programming part. So in case you are liking the channel, please consider subscribing. In case you have any comment or query, please let us know in the comment section. We will be more than happy to clarify your doubts. And yeah, stay connected. Happy learning MATLAB.